nights. You got to deal with, some defensive shortcomings, and maybe the umpire wasn't quite there. Just things you got to deal with on a night like this.
No, yeah. I mean, he was grinding the whole way through. And, yeah, you got to deal with it.
He didn't make it at fifth, but it looked like, his performance was a lot better than it might appear on the line.
Yeah, I was just, it was kind of I felt like it was kind of a grind from the get-go. And he had almost a 20 pitch or something first inning, and yeah, it's just one of them nights that they're going to have them. They're going to be perfect. They're not going to be smooth, and but I know one thing about that guy: when he goes out there, he leaves that thing out on the mound every time he pitches. He leaves every ounce of what he has on that mound, and we came back, got a lead, and just couldn't hold on.
Soler said that he said there's no excuse for a couple of those plays.
Well, no, we knew, and the reference, he hadn't played outfield all year. We knew that when we got him. We knew there was going to be some rough spots, So I'm not expecting him to go out there and be a Gold Glove right fielder. We knew that coming in. To his credit, every time since we've got him, I've tried to give him a day. He's wanted to play because he's that guy. So we knew that, we knew that. We're hoping that, the other part offsets that, and we're going to go through some growing pains, and we knew that when we got him. So, there's nothing to be said wrong with Jorge Soler. He's out there giving his everything too. And like I said, we knew that when we got him, when we put him in the outfield and he hadn't been there, that there might be some rough spots.
And nothing you've seen, over the past week gives you any reason for concern over, for the rest of this year or even beyond, thinking that he'd have to do it for a whole year next year.
No, I think because if he has to do it for a whole year next year, he's going to spring training and he'll get conditioned. And we never mentioned this in 21 when we got him and he played right field. He did a really good job. So, no, absolutely not. I applaud him for when we traded for him and he came in and worked one morning and then played right field and did a good job. No, that we knew that when we got him. Okay, thanks.
Here's how you walk away from a night like that where didn't get a lot of assistance from the umpire, didn't get a little bit more defensive assistance, could have made things different.
That's baseball. You got to deal with those things. Just a tough night. Just seemed kind of back and forth. They just found a way to kind of just keep putting the ball in play, and balls finding holes, and they're relentless. They're a good squad. They know what they're doing, and it just seems like they're kind of on a heater right now. So that's part of it too.
Chris Soler comes here. He hadn't played the outfield all year. When you look at some of these plays, is it just a matter of a guy getting his feet under him and getting adjusted to the outfield again?
Again, this is baseball. You're not going to be perfect all the way through. I know what he can do and what he's going to bring to the table. And at the end of the day, it's I look at that more of an opportunity to pick teammates up when something like that happens. I've obviously had my fair share of starts where I'm giving up runs or untimely runs, and the boys come back and pick me up. So. It's just opportunities for each other to pick each other up and be good teammates and just try to weather the storm.
It's only the second time you're going to go 5 this year, but you got to feel like, it's a little different than last time. This seemed like a pretty good start. You had good stuff.
Yeah, like I said, they just kind of just kept putting the bat on the ball. The old saying goes, you put the ball in play, good things are going to happen. And that's just kind of what it seemed like they were doing. Most of the outs were on strikeouts, but everything else was just kind of finding holes and, getting to the outfield.
What is your thought about the extra rest has helped all year for not just you, but everyone? They decided to give you 2 extra days of rest here. How do you deal with that? Is that a good thing? Was that something that you said, hey, yeah, I understand why you want to do this?
My job is to pitch. They pencil me in and they tell me when they're going to hand me the ball. I don't mind whether it's 5 days, 6 days, or 7 days. So I kind of have routines that fit each schedule, so they generally let us know pretty quick when it's going to happen. So I have routines fit for each of those scenarios, so it doesn't bother me one way or the other.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Jorge, how difficult has the process been to reacquaint yourself with the outfield?
Sí, la dificultad en en el proceso de familiarte jugando en el terreno, en right field.
No creo que no haya ninguna dificultad, excepto hoy que no tuve buen juego en los field, pero todos los demás juegos los jugaba bien.
I don't think it's been a difficult process. I just think I didn't have a good game today. But apart from today, I feel like overall it's been good.
How frustrating is that when you have some of those plays and, you know, it winds up turning into runs?
Sí, lo mucho que puede frustrar a uno cuando hay esa jugada y entonces el otro equipo anota carrera y entonces, o sea, cuesta ir al equipo.
Sí, es bastante difícil para uno, ya que obviamente nadie quiere hacerlo mal allá afuera, pero hoy salieron las cosas así, ¿no? Tratar que mañana no pase.
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating. Obviously, you know, no one wants those things to happen out there, and you don't want to be the cause for that to happen. But what can you do? You know, you can't focus on it. You turn the page, and you know, we'll play again tomorrow.
What was your thought as you were going towards Sanchez's liner? Did you think you could get it initially?
La línea que dio Sánchez, que si principalmente pensaste que la podía atrapar y que estabas pensando.
Yo pensé que la podía atrapar, pero no, después creo que aflojó un poco.
Yeah, you know, at first I thought I would be able to catch it, but it didn't happen.
You could use that as an excuse that you haven't played out there all year, but you're saying that's no excuse that you feel okay out there?
Sí, que obviamente tú tienes, o sea, pudieras usar la excusa que no has tenido oportunidad de jugar el año entero, pero lo que estás diciendo es que no hay excusa.
No hay ninguna excusa, lo hice mal.
No, there's no excuse. I did poorly.
But you are confident in your abilities to be a good outfielder the rest of the year.
Sí, que obviamente tienes confianza en tu habilidad de jugar en el terreno el resto del año.
Sí, claro.
Yes, of course. Thanks.
Thanks.